Pain, yes, pain. Most people look at pain and run the opposite direction. Why is this? Because we have been taught so clearly that pain is something that we must never accept, we must never, ever experience, which is interesting because one cannot live life, not just live life fully, but one cannot live life even to a small degree without experiencing some form of pain. So why are we being given this advice, and why is almost most things in most societies set up around it so that this is what we end up accepting? They're not all societies do this though, not all cultures do this. I have been very, 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 very privileged to have studied with Thich Nhat Hanh. And at one of the retreats that I went to with him, he remarked, and in great detail, that pain is necessary in life. Yes. But suffering is optional. That blew me away. That was something I got immediately. And it made such a strong impact on me that I wish to now offer it to you, because that has been my guidepost, my Northern Star in so many situations. I've been through attacks, terrorist attacks. I've been through wars. I have been through crash landings in an airplane. And it's interesting that I see pain now as not something to run away from or something which to avoid, but I also do not indulge in it. What I was taught in all my studies, which started with Marcus Aurelius when I was a teenager, and went through all the French philosophers, including, of course, the existentialists, and to Thich Nhat Hanh, Deepak Chopra, so many teachers I've had along the way, for whom I'm very grateful. And what I've learned so much is that we live in a very generous universe, a very loving universe, and nothing happens to us. All of our experiences are self-directed. Yes, we are the director, the producer, and the actors in our own stories. And how we show up for ourselves in our own stories has to do with the predominant culture in which we live, or the ones which we embrace. So I learned to embrace pain. I'm talking about physical pain as well as mental pain, emotional pain, financial pain. I've learned to embrace them, and actually, even sometimes I've learned to amplify them when I actually feel it. And then I begin to realize that the pain doesn't even exist. It's my belief in it that exists. It is my perception that this pain is real that exists. So instead of going and looking back into my past and saying what trauma or what experiences are holding me back from living a life without pain, I instead look and say, wow, this is enriching me. This pain is here to bring me to a different level of my growth that I would not have experienced without it. So I invite you all to look at your pain and welcome them. Welcome it, but do not stay involved with it. Do not, the more you run away from it, is the more it will outchase you, and the more intense it will get, the deeper it will become, and the more you will get pain in different ways, in other ways than which you have experienced it before. So I suggest that we start looking at pain and suffering as different. Pain is something that we all need to experience in life in order to grow and to be human and to be able to experience joy, because pain and joy are the exact same things, only different perceptions of life as we experience life in all of its brevity and all of its abundance. So the suffering is when we reject the pain and when we see ourselves as victims. Victimhood is what creates suffering. And I will go into this more in detail in other episodes, but for now, For the Elegantly Raw series, I have just launched the Elegantly Raw opportunities on my new website, elegantlyrawdorate.com. And I suggest that you go and explore some of the opportunities there because we are going to be going into great detail into this for those who take part in those opportunities. So I look forward to working with you all, whether here by video, online, or in person, or just in suggesting some books and things for you to read or some videos for you to watch. So please just take part in your life. Become the full, fully blown up director, producer of your own life because you have everything that you need in order to direct it, produce it, and to make sure that it's a work of art, your work of art, the way you want it to be. So enjoy, be bold, and be great.